Okay, dear students and listeners, this is online class and English period, and today we will read from class 9, not 9, class 10. Class 10, one of the poem. The poem is Did I Miss Anything? Did I miss anything? There is a question. Did I miss anything? And in this poem, the poet and the teachers offers a series of response to the questions. And did I miss anything? And this poem has been written by Thomas Ethan Wayman, but in our book, the poet name is given Tom Wayman. It means his short name is Tom Wayman and his full name Thomas Ethan Wayman. And he was born on 13th August 1945 in Canada. And he was taught at the post-secondary school and was a co-founder of the Vancouver Industrial Writers Union from 1970 to 1993. And he is a director of the Gallery Spoken Word Festival Society and Nelson's Courtney Literary Society. And he has written a number of poetry and novels also. Number of poetry and novels. And Wayman has lived most of his life in Britain, Columbia. Most of the life he spends in Britain, Columbia. He studied at the University of British Columbia, BA, in 1966, and the University of California, Irvine, MPA, 1968, and has been employed at a number of blue-collar and white-collar jobs in Canada. Blue-collar and white-collar jobs in Canada and USA. Although mainly he taught at post-secondary level. He taught post-secondary level, post-secondary schools. Much of his academic career was spent in the BC community college system. And as well, he is co-founder of two alternative BC post-primary creative writing schools. Another, the Vancouver Center of Courtney Schools of Writing. And Wayman has a particular interest in people writing about their own workplace. Thomas Ethan Wayman has had a particular interest in people writing about their own workplace experience, and he wrote so many poetry in their workplace experiences, including how their job affect their lives of work, besides editing a number of anthologies of work, poems, and publishing critical essays on the various dimensions of work-based literature. And in 2015, Wayman was named by the Vancouver Public Library a Vancouver literary landmark with a plaque on the city's commercial drive commemoration. And his contribution to conveyor, Vancouver literary heritage based on his championing of work writing in the 1970s and 1980s. So this is about the biography about Tom Women. And in this poem, dear students, in this poem, it means the poet here, teacher, the poet is here a teacher, and he offers a series of response to the questions, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? And posed by students unaware of the always contextual nature of learning. The poet replies, nothing and everything, in sarcastic and humorous. Sarcastic means it is related to satire. It means in Nepali व्यंग्यात्मक. Sarcastics and humorous way to show contrasting ideas in each stanza. And in this poem there are there are 6 stanzas, and we are going to the poem. The poem is Did I Miss Anything? So dear students, I am going to write the first verse in our board, then I will explain. It means each stanza into 2 groups, a student's points of view and teacher's points of view. So first stanza is related about a student's point of view, and a student said here, nothing when we realized you weren't here. You weren't here. We sat with our hands folded on our desks in silence for the full 2 hours. For the full 2 hours. Listen, students. Listen. In this poem, I am going to explain the first paragraph of this poem. It means here the student said, nothing when we realize you weren't here. Nothing when we realized you weren't here, we sat with our hands folded on our desks. In this way, folded on our desks, in silent mood for the full 2 hours. Here, the student said, it means nothing. It means we didn't miss anything. When we realized you weren't here. You weren't here means teacher weren't in the class. Teachers weren't in the class, and we sat. It means all I and our friends. It means all the students sat with our hands. It means we sat with our hands folded on our desks in a silence mood for the full 2 hours. In the first stanza, a student said, in the first stanza, when the students asked If he missed anything, the teacher said, nothing, nothing. In a sarcastic and humorous way. Sarcastic means related to satire and humorous way. And he said, when the students was in the classroom, they sat with their hands folded on their desks in silence for the full 2 hours. For the full 2 hours. In the first stanza, this is about. It means when students ask anything, the teacher say nothing. The teacher say nothing. So they realized the teacher is not in our class. So all the students folded their hands on their desks in silence and spent full 2 hours. This is about the first stanza. And dear students, then we are going to next second stanza. In second stanza, there is written everything. Everything. Everything I gave an exam worth. Exam worth 40%. 40% of the grade for this term and assigned some reading due today, on which I am about to hand out a quiz worth 50%. Listen, students. The second stanza. In second stanza, there is written, it means everything I gave an exam worth. The speaker said that the students missed what would amount to 90% of grade, 40% of the grade for this term. It means 40% of the grade for this term and assigned some reading due today, that is 50%. That is 50%. Total 90%, 40 and 50, 90%. So teacher said here, everything I gave an exam worth 40% of the grade 4 this term and assigned and some reading due today. It means what we read today, on which I am about to hand out a quiz related about quiz, general knowledge of 50%. So in this stanza, the speaker said that the students missed what would amount to 90% of the grade, 40% of the grade for this term, and quiz worth 50%. So students missed all the things. So that is about the second stanza. Then we are going to the third stanza. What is in the third stanza? In the third stanza, I am going to write first of all nothing. It means the first word of third stanza is here, nothing. I am going to write first nothing, none of the content, nothing, none of the content known as the content of this course has value or meaning. Has value or meaning. This is the first line. Then take as many, not any. Take as many days off as you like. Any activities we undertake as a class. I assure you will not matter either to you or me, and are without purpose. Without purpose. Listen, students. We are in third stanza. Here, student said, nothing. None of the content of this course has value and meaning. It means we are in class. So, nothing. None of the content. It means subject matter. Content is here given here. So, none of this course has value and meaning. Satirical way, sarcastic way in this poem. The poem is totally related about sarcastic. So, here, none of the content of this course has value and meaning. Satirical way, expressing here satirical way. None of the course has value and meaning. Take as many days off as you like. Here said, it means you take so many days leave. You want to leave, so you can take. And I think all the activities we undertake as a class. In a class, when you miss the class, so I also thought all the activities we undertake as a class. So if you want to leave, if you want to rest, so you can leave the class. And I assure you will not matter either you or me, and are without purpose. That is without purpose. So in third stanza, the speaker says, none of the content of this course has value and meaning. None of the content of this course has value and meaning. And the student can be absent as many days he likes. It means many of the students, and students can be absent as many days he like. Obviously, the speaker doesn't mean that, and he is being sarcastic. Sarcastic means satirical way. So hence, he seems to mean that all the content of the course has value and meaning because the students wasn't present in the class that day. He missed something valuable. The teacher said, students missed something valuable in the class, and that day most of the students absent. So here the satirical meaning, the teacher said, none of the content of this course has value and meaning. So if you want to leave the class, you can leave. And all activities we undertake as a class. So I assure you, you will not matter either to you or me. It means it didn't affect you and you or me also, and are without purpose. So this is the satirical way of expressing here, that is in third stanza. Then we are going to fourth stanza of this poem. I am going to write. The fourth stanza, the first one, everything. So everything, a few minutes after, everything, a few minutes after we began last time. We began last time. A shaft of light. A shaft of light suddenly descended and an angel here, angel or other heavenly being appeared and revealed to us what its woman and man must do. Must do is also in this sentence. And to attain divine wisdom in this life and the hereafter. Listen students, we are in fourth stanza. In fourth stanza there is written in our book, everything a few minutes after we began last time. It means everything's when our period is last, we start our lesson at last time. We start our lesson at last time. So a shaft of light suddenly ascended. It means shaft of light suddenly ascended. Ascended means come here. And an angel or other heavenly being appeared. Other heavenly being. The being has supernatural power. It means an angel or other heavenly being appeared. A shaft of light suddenly descended and an angel or other heavenly being appeared and revealed and said to us what each woman and man must do to attain divine wisdom in this life, in present life and the hereafter. It means hereafter means related about future. It means what each woman and man do in this life and the hereafter. That is in the fourth paragraph. In fourth paragraph, the speaker explains why education is important. Why education is important. That is the theme of this paragraph. And he said that through education, a person is enlightened. Enlightened, it gives knowledge. Enlightened. Education is like a strip of light. An angel or heavenly being that brings good news to all the peoples on the earth. What these women and men do in this life and what they will do hereafter. They will do in future. So this is about the fourth paragraph. And then we are going to another paragraph, and another means here fifth paragraph. That is the second last paragraph of this poem. So I am going to write the fifth paragraph in our board. The fifth paragraph is here. This is the last time. This is the last time. This is the last time the class will meet. The class will meet before we disperse. Before we disperse to bring the good news. The good news to all the people on earth. All the people on earth. Okay. Then nothing. You are not present. Nothing. You are not present. How could something significant occur? Significant occur. There is a question mark. Okay. Listen, students. And here, this is the last time the class will meet. It means this is our last time. Before we disperse to bring the good news. It means after, when any heavenly being appeared, that and revealed to us, and they said the good news to all the people on the earth. The good news to all the people on the earth. And nothing, you are not present. It means here. And how could something significant occur? So in this paragraph, the speaker says, nothing important can occur if the student is not present in the classroom. And he is being sarcastic. He is being, nothing is mean here, the word sarcastic. And the speaker seems to mean that something important can occur even a student is not present in the class. It means how occurs something important is significant. Significance means here important. If the students not present in the class, something will occur. Something important will occur. So this is about this paragraph. It means when any heavenly beings or an angel appeared, and the angels bring the good news for all the people on the earth, then the speaker said, nothing, you are not present here. It means if you are not present here, it is nothing. So how could? It means when you are in any particular place, in that place you can learn anything that is significant occur. It means that is for you, and you get something new in that place. That is the satirical way, but the main theme of this saying is here. It means when you present in the class, you can get some of the knowledge, some of the education, some of enlightenment, and that is very good for you. That is important for you, significant for you. Then we are going to the last paragraph. The last paragraph of this poem is, it means everything's contained in the classroom. Everything contained in the classroom, in this classroom is a microcosm of human experience. Assembled for you to query, and examine and ponder. Ponder is given here. Ponder. This is not the only palace. This is not the only palace such an opportunity has been gathered, but it was one palace. And you weren't here. Listen, students. And this one is the last stanza of this poem. And I am going to explain. Here, everything contained in this class, it means everything that is in the class is a microcosm. It means microcosm means that is in detailed way. It means Nepali Sukshma of human experience. It means what you study in the classroom, that is all related about the human experience of human, and assembled for you to query and examine and ponder also. It means when you get knowledge, that will ask, that is query, means ask, examine and ponder also. So this is not the only palace. School is not only the palace. School is such an opportunity, not only palace, opportunity to get knowledge. And people in that opportunity, people has been gathered and get so many enlightenment, so many knowledge in the school. But it is not one palace. It is not a palace. It is the important palace where you get knowledge, and you weren't here, and you weren't present in the class. It means your mind is out of the class, out of the track. Then how you can get knowledge? So there is also satirical way of in this stanza. Here in this stanza seems less exaggerated and highlights the opportunity missed by the student. It means students missed the opportunity in classroom, so they didn't get any knowledge. The speakers everything means everything about human experience can be found in the classroom for the benefit of the students. The students are supposed to query, examine and ponder. So those ideas in order to learn, but if they are absent from the class, they can't learn of those ideas at all. So that is the main message. So dear students, you don't miss the class, and you can, if you present in the class, you can get so many things, and the in class explains that is all related about human beings. So I am going to say the summary of this poem. The poem has that every class is a possible learning experience that only happens once the speaker or teacher in this poem is being sarcastic when the absent students ask him question, did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? The speaker replies through the stanza alternates between sarcasm and fantastic. In each stanza, he answers in a sarcastic way, since the sarcasm is stating the opportunity of what one really mean. The reader has to consider the opposite of what the speaker say to catch is true message. So that is the theme of the poem, and our poem is finished. So dear students, there are some exercises you have to do, and our time is over. I am going to leave.